But these motherfuckers, he threw a. Now don't get me wrong. It was supposed to be a
You
pick.
run the league?
Nah.
Oh.
Maybe after my league game I run. But the nigga, Devin White just missed the ball. And I was like, yeah, that's some bullshit. Uzi keep playing them boys. Oh, shit. Not me. If you beat me the first time for some bread, I ain't playing you no more. At least for a while.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City.
I can tell you what, Lil Drew, you way better than that nigga Uzi. I was like, bro, you ain't have to tell me that.
And the Kansas City Chiefs. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Take a shot, leap up to it, down to it, for those
don't do it. I already been drinking. As soon as I joined the goddamn party, I had opened my bottle.
But hey, buddy, y'all went on the other night. It was me, Lee, and whoever the hell that nigga.
Oh, my homeboy Marcus.
Me and Lee was in this bitch taking shots back to back to back to back. That nigga was like, damn. Let me get that.
They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris.
Yeah, my boy asked me before, he was like, bro, how can you do it? Like, how can you do this shit? Like, drink like this? I'm like, bro, you gotta see me in the game with my niggas, bro. Cause this is what we do. We don't see each other no more, so I like, this is just what we do.
Nigga, better be lucky we don't get like we used to call each other in the damn chat.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll get it down.
Boys call it, boy, it's me, you, now. Goddamn. CJ.
Come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly
hell yeah, CJ used to take shots with
bro, on me.
It turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Brother.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen.
Oh my God, bro.
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 26. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And that catch, he just hit number 800 in his NFL career.
And just think, that puts you in top 35 range all time in the NFL in terms of number of catches. One significant guy in that number, Shannon Sharp, who was a tight end. That's big time play right there.
Let's start up.
First down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis, no Jones partner.
We got a corner.
We just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be two guys on him at just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Allen's throw taken in by Diggs. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball. And sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
You know I'm there with you. Come on now. Come on, man. Come on,
Thought he was open. Making a good play on defense.
Oh, why he didn't dunk that? Oh, why he didn't pass that?
And a nice tackle to finish things off.
That's a lame ass shit. He better go up, bro. He about to go down.
4
Allen will look to throw for it on fourth. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Oh, I'm going to go behind. I'm going up. Got it. Come on. We up.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, on the very first play. They give the football right back.
Come on, Roddy.
We got two. Do I hear three?
Oh, boy.
If we hit three in a row, because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you can short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Don't know what it is. That's the dumbest shit ever, bro.
To the air, Allen. Going right back to Knox, and again a completion. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
You ask tight ends about their favorite routes to run, and surprisingly, this will pop up as one of their staples because they run so many routes in the middle of the field. How about this one? Starts downfield, bends it to the corner, great touch on the football, and they turn that one into a big play.
Thank you. Oh my God! I shouldn't have tried to damn outlet it. That's on me.
Touchdown. Josh Allen, a 13-yard touchdown run. First here on the road in Kansas City. Extra point right down the middle.
Up to it, down to it. For those that don't do it.
Man, if I would have shot, bro.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
No cards on there, nigga.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way.
Let me get him the ball.
Going back to your game plan coming in.
God.
Can
they jump him? I'm gonna find it. Ooh, let's try to get it.
And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the second drive. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
Damn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Mahomes now on first down. Taking a shot for Sanders.
Wow.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Jair Elam makes a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Here to his running back. And mark him down way up close to 22.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field in the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen looking on the out route. He finds Shakir. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ah.
Allen off the play fake. Going deep for Diggs. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Gonzalez now off for the point after. And it's good to make it 14-0.
That's a good pass. And he blocked the hell out of that shit. Off the head.
Set now
Off
to
the
kick
back
this
of your
away,
head.
and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
Hold on.
Quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe
Mahomes hit. He lost the
he wanted 3.
Now this is picked up by the Bills.
Okay, I was trying to figure out what he was trying to do.
And this is going to be brought back for the Bills touchdown. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And the last thing you want to do, partner, is help the other team with what are avoidable turnovers. You want to hang on to the ball.
Right there behind you, Rick.
You're already playing against a good team.
Pause.
You're just making it easier for them by giving them extra opportunities.
Oh, shit.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Oh, to it. Down to it. For those who don't do it.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an opening on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it. And the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
What?
Now a first down carry for Harris. And he swallowed up right near the
damn
line of scrimmage.
That's the ball,
Chris Jones
bro.
on the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Shakir hauls it in. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
They run with Hines. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
2nd down and 8. Allen. This to Hines on the drop-off. It's so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Ah, my God, bro. What's happening on the pass, man?
Is in. Touchdown, Bills. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on hand, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Bro, he ripped me too, bro.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
What?
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're
That's dumb as hell.
right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
When I try to steal, that nigga do a step back and you shoot the ball. What the fuck?
To try again after the sack, Mahomes. This will be caught at Samuel. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. A well-designed corner blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
Oh, my God.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Down by 11.
They'll try the right side with Harris. Strong run, but still wrangled before reaching the 20. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
And his kick is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
I don't know. See me in the corner. See me on the cut.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now
gotta get it. Oh my!
Because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
What?
This is taken at the 18. Now a hit and a loose football. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Was hoping to make a play there on the return with his speed. Instead, he makes a play for the other side.
Yeah, and how many times have we heard coaches say, sometimes it's not really about those X's and O's we draw up. It's about those Jimmies and Joes. And we have a punt returner. He's one of those Jimmies and Joes. One of the best athletes. He's unable to make the play that they were seeking, though.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. It's so close. He gets it to the run. Out of bounds right there. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Oh, that shit too easy.
They'll run here with Akers. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Cam Akers with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs get a bit closer. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And he's got it as the score is now 31-7.
Center killing me in the paint. Oh my gosh. He wanted in the paint, but bro, it's at the point we gotta spread the floor, bro.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
What?
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
I never went backwards, though. Bro, these niggas right here.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Oh my God, bro.
Remaining here in the half, more than a minute.
I'm right here. Give me the ball.
Protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed.
You a shot behind, nigga. Nigga, I've been taking shots and ain't been called.
24-yard line.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's your fault, bitch. You a shot behind drinking with me, motherfucker.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright.
Come back. Oh, my, man. Oh.
Chance to win this game.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Like, bro, I
Three on the sack made by multiple
just need.
defenders. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Okay.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, we've just seen absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Chiefs are going to get it back here just past the 35. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Looking underneath, he's got Akers. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, he's going to look deep for more. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be from 49 yards out. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
We started off good, bro.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in and maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw complete to Kelce. 6 yards left on second down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right. Open man here. It's the tight end, Kelce. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
To throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jair Elam makes a pick. And the Bills are going to get the football here at their own 23.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Oh.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Yeah.
Harris running straight ahead. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Well, last night I had put a bag of... Oh, I think I found it. No, that's not it. Give me a second, son.
On the give, this is Harris. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On play action, Allen. And he bats it away, and it falls down.
It looks like the swelling is going down a little bit.
NFL in interceptions and nearly added to that total.
Got his hand on it, couldn't quite corral it. It's been a Pro Bowl type season for him, and the term ball hawk really comes into play, doesn't it?
Yeah, I like that one a lot because teams want to avoid that type of a player, but sometimes you just can't. He just knows where the ball is.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half. Back to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Ed Oliver make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On play action, Allen. Flushed out right. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. We're back now in KC. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
What was the point of even playing this shit, bro?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And this is caught. Touchdown. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance. And now here is another interception. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Von Miller, his 2nd sack of the night.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. His 1st touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the 4th quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
Again, it's Harris on 2nd down. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays, And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
The Bills send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. This is taken at the 23. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Micah Hyde. There he goes, right side. 20. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Yes, folks, that is his third interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. They run again with Harris. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 3. And they're going to face a third down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Oh, it's a jet sweep. Here's Davis. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost 2, and it brings up 4. They tried to catch him by surprise there on third down, but this defense, they were all over the jet sweep.
And it's oftentimes all about what you're doing on the backside of the defense, whether it's the defensive end or the outside backer, who's setting the edge. And if they don't get blown off the line of scrimmage, they can really wreck a play. And in this case, they were able to make the tackle for a loss as a result.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
On play action, it's Mahomes. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So already not the best of kick returns there, but that penalty, that adds insult to injury and backs him up even closer to the goal line.
Yeah, not ideal field position to begin a drive, is it? Because the extra pressure now goes on the offense. They've got to get some early yards and get away from the shadow of their own goalposts. What every offense wants to do in this situation, get 2 first downs to help out with field position at the least.
And they take a knee.
Give it to me.
The partner under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Bills, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, it's a loss.